Hi everyone, welcome back to the Life's Good. I seem to have gone from one video per month to one video every 2 days at the moment, but there's lots going on, lots happening here, and I'm making lots of preparation for the coming growing season. And I thought that if you guys wanted to keep in step with what I'm doing, if I keep putting the stuff on here as a small video, a little self-help or a how-to video, then you guys can be doing more or less the same as I am in keeping with the season. So every couple of days something's coming on at the moment, and hopefully I'm helping you guys to grow your own food at home, and I encourage others to do the same. I've been shopping. I haven't been buying loo rolls or stockpiling goodness knows what. I've actually been out and bought seeds and plants for growing. I'll just run through some of the things I bought because it's time now to start putting stuff in. It's time now to start sowing your seeds. If you don't do it now, you're going to get behind. It won't germinate properly, or it will germinate, but it won't mature properly, or the season will run ahead and things go wrong and your veg could spoil. So you need to do things more or less at the right time of the year. So let's have a look and see what I've been purchasing in readiness for sowing and growing and planting over the next week or so. First thing I wanted to show you, seed potatoes. Now, I haven't unpacked these yet. These are Desiree seed potatoes. They didn't cost a fortune. I think I paid £2.50 for these in a local, I think it was a Wilkinson's outlet actually, is where I purchased these. £2.50 for a bag, or a little net bag of Desiree potatoes. Now each one of these will produce a plant that should have maybe a couple of pounds or more of potatoes on. So there's quite a few in there. There's probably about 20 or more potatoes in here, and I will get quite a few pounds of potatoes from these few seed potatoes here. Now they've already got shoots on, and what I'm going to do is I'll lay these out probably in the greenhouse, and we go through a process that we call chitting, and you allow these to start to develop shoots, and once they've got a reasonable set of shoots on them, you can then plant them. And I intend to plant these in containers, various sizes and designs and shapes of container. We'll come on to that later on, but I've got my Desirees ready for planting in the next few days. There are dozens of varieties of potatoes, guys, and without going into all the details, you can get first early, second earlies and main crop potatoes. If you have a preferred potato that you like to use at home, buy those and grow them. There's no fancy science to it. There's no sort of set time that you grow a particular variety. It helps. Your earliest ones, obviously, you plant first, your second earlies after, and your main crop after that. I just go straight ahead, grow my Desirees, job done. I've tried different varieties as well. King Edwards are good, Maris Pipers are good, and there's all manner of others. Your seed potatoes, get them now, get them chitted. They're ready to go into containers, and you will have a nice crop of potatoes later in the year. Potatoes. Shallots. Now I've purchased a bag each of red shallots and yellow shallots. They're very similar, they've just got a slightly different colour to them. The red shallots actually have like a pink vein in them when you peel them or skin them. They've got like a pink vein in them. These are more like a normal onion when they mature. The thing is with shallots, each one of these little bulbs, when you plant them in the ground, will produce a cluster of shallots. The bulbs actually split into several other shallots. So each one of these will produce maybe 3, 4 or even 5 shallots, and they're ideal for pickling. A lot of chefs will tell you that a shallot will give you a better flavour in your food than a normal onion, if you prefer. I like to pickle mine. I've got red ones, yellow ones, and these I will be growing. Oh, excuse me guys. These I will be growing in my garden with a view to pickling them later on this year. So that's my shallots. Now I've also purchased some garlic. This is Casablanca. There are 3 garlics in here. They are a couple of quid. Again, these ones came from Wilkinson's, I do believe. And each one of these cloves of garlic, you split into its individual cloves. You plant each one, you get a whole clove of garlic produced later this year. I do like my own garlic. I've got garlic strung up in the shed. We use it in the kitchen. That we grew last year. I've still got quite a bit in there hanging in my shed. So garlic's a great one for all your culinary flavourings. Italian food with garlic, garlic bread. Gosh, we use a lot of garlic, guys. There's 3 cloves in there. Each clove will split into about a dozen. So I should have about 30 or so garlic cloves later this year to string up in my shed for future use in the kitchen. I've never ever grown ginger, and I saw this and I thought I'm going to try this. I have tried growing ginger. I told a lie. I have tried growing ginger once from a ginger root that we purchased in the supermarket for use at home in the kitchen. And I saw something on YouTube or somewhere where a guy had taken his root of ginger, it started to germinate and produced a shoot, and he planted it and grew ginger. I tried that, it just rotted, wasn't very good. I've since learned that you're better off buying ginger root that's destined for growing rather than consumption. And this actually states on the bag that this is not for consumption, this is for growing. So I'm looking forward to giving this a go, and we'll discuss that later when I come to do it, because I need to do a bit of research about ginger, just to make sure I'm doing it right. I will try and grow that in a container, and I will probably keep it in the greenhouse because it does like a warm atmosphere. So ginger's an interesting one, if you like a bit of ginger. Now I've got all manner of seeds, guys. I brought some I'll try that again. I've bought some broad bean seeds. You can grow broad beans earlier in the winter. You can put them in sort of October, November time, and then they will germinate and grow in the spring. So some people probably already have broad beans growing in their garden. I tend to purchase varieties that I can sow now at February, March time. These particular ones are Aqua Dolce, and you can sow these between October and March. So I'm getting close to the end of the sowing time, but I will be popping these in somewhere to get a few broad beans. I'm going to run out of room here, guys. Now I've picked up all manner of other things. I've got some climbing beans. These are my smooth pod Blue Lake climbing beans, your runner beans if you like to call them that. We've also got some chard. Now this is the salad type chard as opposed to the bigger, thicker leaved chard. This is ideal. This is Charlotte, ideal in salads and similar. Spring onions. What do the Americans call spring onions? Is it escallions? Is that right? Am I getting that word right? Escallions? Spring onions. or salad onions, if you like. Now I've also bought some cucumber, but this is the varieties suitable for pickling, as in gherkins. And I'm going to try and grow a few of these and then pickle them for use during the winter. Herb-wise, coriander. I bought some basil. What else have we got? Parsley. All manner of things in here, guys. It's a treasure trove of goodies here. Peppers, cayenne peppers. I do like a chili. We use a lot of chilies in the cooking. I tried growing chilies last year using seed saved from chilies used in the kitchen. They germinated, they grew, but the actual fruits on them weren't very good. Where I thought I was going to get the Pinocchio's nose, as in these ones, the long thin ones, where I thought I was going to get the Pinocchio's nose type chilies from these things, they weren't. They were small, round, green ones. Looked like a Scotch bonnet. Some of them were okay. We used them in the kitchen. We didn't get many. So I've chosen to purchase seeds this time to grow chilies from a properly produced seed for the plant. So pepper, cayenne, chilies, growing those. What else have we got? Carrots. I've bought Autumn King and a variety called Amsterdam. Now I don't know this one. It's a long sort of finger carrot, that one. I don't know if you can see that okay. And I do like the Autumn King ones. You get a nice chunky carrot from those. My soil is quite, the word was friable I used the other day. It's soft and crumbly, sandy like. Carrots like a soft soil. If you grow them in a really heavy, hard soil, they do tend to split. So your carrot root, instead of being a single root, can sometimes have two or more carrot stems or roots growing. They become odd shapes. They do like a softer soil. So be cautious where you grow your carrots. Don't be worried about it, but if the soil's loose, it's better for carrots. So I've got the Amsterdam Autumn King, and lastly, pumpkin. I do like pumpkin. Cheryl makes a nice pumpkin relish. Obviously for Halloween, the kids like them hollowed out, make lanterns and so on. We do like to use these for soups. Cheryl makes a wonderful soup using pumpkin. The chutneys and the relishes using pumpkin, fantastic. So these, if we get a few pumpkins growing, we can use those to make some nice chutneys, again, that we can use with cold meats and cheeses and so on throughout the darker months, autumn, winter, with those. So that was my little shopping trip yesterday. I purchased all of that. I do have my little tub here with a lot of seeds in already that have been left over from last year, still within date, still capable of growing, germinating, producing food. So I've got those lined up as well. So that's my shopping yesterday. I wanted to share that with you. Those are a few of the things I bought that are ready for sowing and growing now. So I will be doing that over the coming days, coming weeks, and I will bring you along with me whilst I'm doing that and show you exactly how I go about each one. And before you go, a few days ago I planted some pea shoots. I had the little brown container that previously held mushrooms. I put some compost in and grew, or planted rather, the dried peas, which I bought from the supermarket. That was only a few days ago, and I did say they grow fast. And I just wanted to show you before you go that these ones, if you can see here, that one there, there's another one under there. You can just make it out in the soil there, and one next to it. There's several here. They've germinated already. They are already growing, and within a short space of time we will have wonderful pea shoots that we can keep snipping off and using in salad, put them in sandwiches, all manner of things with the pea shoots. I've got 3 containers here. They've already germinated and started growing. Few days later, they started to grow. Food. You can't beat it. You have to do this, guys. You have to do it. Nothing else is germinating yet. It's all a bit slower. Courgette, spinach, beetroot, salad products. I got Lolla Rossa. That's a sort of a red tinted leafed lettuce, the Lolla Rossa. I've got radishes here and peas. These are the peas to grow in the garden, to harvest peas later in the year. So it's all happening, it's all going on. I just wanted to say a big thank you to new subscribers. I've had several new subscribers. I don't know all your names. It doesn't always tell me who has subscribed to my channel, but I do know that following my Dig for Victory, Dig for Britain video, a couple of videos ago, that I have now got or received several new subscribers. And I had a comment from, what was the guy's name? Nigel Baines, I believe. I apologise if I got that name wrong, but I do believe Nigel Baines contacted me. He's been following my channel. He's new to gardening, and he's using my channel and other channels and other gardeners' information to grow his own food at home. He's growing, and I had a nice little message from him concerning his produce and how he's growing at home and using my video as a guide for some of the things he's doing there. So Nigel, thank you for your comment, mate, and good luck with everything you're doing this year. And hopefully, if I show you what I'm doing, you can take on board some of the hints and tips that I have, and you can probably have more success this year than last. I know you had a few failures, as you said, but with a little bit of effort, I'm sure you'll be okay, mate. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for your comments. Well, I had to pause there for a moment, guys, because we are on the flight path for the airport, and sometimes they actually take off over our house rather than land. And when they take off, they make an awful lot more noise than when they're coasting into land. So unfortunately they drowned me out, so I had to pause there. Never mind. What was I doing? I was saying thank you to Nigel for his comments and subscription to my channel, and a big thank you to all the other new subscribers, and indeed all my regular subscribers, for the support and the comments and everything else that goes along with the Life's Good channel. Right, guys, look, just a quick one. So those are the things I bought yesterday. I've got a lot to get on with, a lot to sow and grow and plant. And as I said, what I'm doing, I'll take you along with me, and hopefully I can show you some ways to get some food at home. Look, whatever you're doing, as always, you look after yourselves. And please be safe, be happy, look after each other, and come back soon to my channel, and we'll see you again. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, and we'll see you again soon in the Life's Good. Bye bye now. Well, just before you go, guys, just a little something I wanted to show you. Quick overview of the plot. Somebody asked me what that was growing in the middle of my garden there. That's actually sorrel. I sowed it, grew it in the greenhouse, planted it all out last year, and I've left it in because it's actually come back and it's growing really, really well. And Cheryl's been taking the leaves from that and using them indoors for salads and all manner of things. It's got a lemony flavour, makes a wonderful accompaniment with fish dishes, or just in salad alongside whatever else. So sorrel growing there. Round the corner, my rhubarb, that's coming on really, really well. It's actually quite prolific this year, so it looks like I'm going to get a really good crop of rhubarb from there. But the one thing I wanted to show you was this little corner down here. Now, I've played around here and I've put that piece of timber in with a little bit of decking on the top, and I've sealed that little area off, and that now is going to be my strawberry bed. I have got strawberries in tubs in various places around the garden. I'm going to take them out and plant them in that little bed there. And finally, on a colourful note, my camellia is absolutely covered in blooms again. Looks absolutely gorgeous. At the back here, look at these guys. They are fantastic. Every year this comes into bloom. Every year it's that bit bigger and has a few more blooms. And this year is no exception. That is a wonderful sign of spring and of warmer days to come. You take care, guys. Bye-bye for now.